Kick is offering $16 an hour for creators to stream on their platform. Or are they? That's what we're here to find out. There's an image floating around Twitter right now of what appears to be a Kick.com contract, and within that contract, a $16 an hour rate on top of a 95% sub split. Now, I'm not saying that this rumor is false. I'm saying I don't have any good reason to believe that it's true. There is a difference. After the last video I did on Kick, there are a lot of people that label me as a Kick hater, but that's just not true. In fact, I've started streaming on Kick more than Twitch, so be sure to follow me on Kick. I'll put the link in the description below. So after this image caught fire on Twitter, I start seeing these retweets from streamers who probably average anywhere from 10 to 20 CCV. So I decided to tweet about this, saying it might be giving people false hope, and we just need to pump the brakes on this a little bit until we have more concrete information. I begged people in my replies to show me any sort of evidence from a reliable resource, but all I really got were cropped out photos and a link to a Twitlonger from back in January. But we'll get to that in a second. To me, this felt a lot like when Twitch announced their ad incentive program. They posted these $500 to $1,500 payouts for just running a few minutes of ads per hour on your Twitch channel. And I remember small creators taking to Twitch to talk about how they are quitting their jobs to run ads on Twitch all day. Little did they know at the time that those ad offers were for creators much larger than them. And all that hype just led to disappointment. The difference here, that was an official announcement from Twitch. This $16 an hour from Kick thing, can't find it anywhere. Not from an official or affiliated account. Speaking of ads, if you want to support me on a platform that offers me a 95% revenue split, consider becoming a Fourth Wall member. You get exclusive and discounted merch, a Discord role that gets you access to more channels in my server, and other awesome things. Link in the description below. Alright, if this rumor is true and it's $16 an hour for all creators, we're talking about millions of dollars per day being paid out to creators based on Kick's current number of channels. And that's on top of paying a premium for AWS IBS and not taking any sort of cut from subscriptions. So you can see why I'm a little bit skeptical. So where did all this start? Well, it seems to have stemmed from a combination of a leaked screenshot and a Twitlonger from earlier this year. I'm not sure if this is where it all started, but I came across this Twitter post from a user called Walls, or Walz, or just Walls with a Z. And they apparently saw this from someone who had a Kick verification on Twitter. And then shortly after they tweeted, they deleted. Who is that person? I have no idea. But it's likely one of the people listed here as an affiliate under Kick.com's official Twitter account. Okay, so maybe there are plans in place to pay creators an hourly rate. That sounds awesome. I searched those Twitter accounts for any mention of an hourly rate, until someone pointed me to a Twitlonger from Trainwrecks from way back in January of 2023. This seems to be the first mention of the Kick creator program he's working on that would pay creators an hourly rate no matter if they're streaming to 1 or 1,000 viewers. And this program would be funded by the money that they would otherwise spend on bringing large creators to the platform to instead benefit all creators. Well, there you go. Every creator, all sizes. Well, sort of. He also mentions that they would have to manually select who gets into this program, mainly those with a verifiable brand. What makes you verifiable on Kick? Honestly, I have no clue. Even after they implemented an official path to verification on their site, I've seen new Kick streamers coming from Twitch instantly monetized and verified on the spot. And you might think, well, it's because they're a Twitch partner. I thought that too, until I saw a Twitch partner average 130 on their first Kick stream, ask for verification only to be denied. So I'm not really sure how they determine who is and who's not verifiable, but I digress. Train also mentions a formula that would determine the hourly rate, and that's really where I think the reality check would set in for a lot of people. If I had to venture a guess, this $16 an hour figure is for Kick's larger creators, averaging anywhere from like 300 to 1,000 viewers. And again, I'm just guessing at this, since there's no other available context and Kick has yet to elaborate or clarify any details regarding this alleged leak. And you might ask, why is Kick not clarifying any of this? Why would they? Twitch is on fire right now, and you've got people in the Kick community spreading this idea of all creators being paid $16 an hour on top of a 95% sub split. Why would you ruin that with the truth? I have heard Kick staff on podcasts and streams discuss the idea of an hourly rate. However, it's always been in the scope of the partnership program, which is yet to be implemented. After doing some digging on this, I found that a lot of the claims pointed toward a recent Discord call that happened live on Adin Ross's stream. Joining Adin on this call was Bruce Dropped Him Off, David Stromberg, Trainwreck, and Eddie Craven. Well, I went out and found that VOD. So let's hear what Eddie actually had to say about Kick's creator program.
Eddie and Train, I want to ask you guys about this. You know, this is a topic. I saw Dexterdo made a tweet about it. The creator program for creators. How is that going to work?
But there is definitely a way to make it so that streamers are able to receive a baseline amount of money for every real concurrent viewer that they have. That is essentially the philosophy behind this. This would be available to partners to begin with. Essentially, it'll be broken down by how many viewers you have, how many hours you stream, and there is a few factors involved. There is no definitive formula to it because, as you guys are well aware, there's issues with stuff like, view botting and all that kind of nonsense. So we have to make sure that we have all our checks and balances in place. So, obviously people they've got an engaged audience are getting a fair payout, and it will hopefully allow for a lot of people who are stuck in that sort of 100 to 1,000 or sort of, even 50 to 1,000 viewers to almost make the leap and become a full-time streamer.
No mention of all creators making $16 an hour, and for that matter, not even a ballpark range of a base hourly rate. This is all just speaking in generalities. So, as I suspected, this is not for all creators. This is something that's only going to be available to Kick partners initially. They haven't released the details on the partner requirements yet, but I've heard that verification is a prerequisite, so we're talking about anyone with a minimum of 75 CCV. And as you'd expect, this hourly rate is going to depend on the size of your audience and how much you stream. I still don't know where this $16 an hour leak came from, but I do know that it's probably wise to not quit your day job just yet. It would be really easy to hype up a rumor for views and impressions, but that is not my purpose in content creation. I'm the party pooper that keeps you grounded on things like this. So if you want to, go sign up for Kick and see how you like it. Just don't let this hourly rate thing be the only reason you stream there, because the reality is the majority of the platform will never see it. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.